doing for 3,000 years. And also, I firmly believe it's the end of days now. We're seeing things that Torah predicted 3,000 years ago, right? The Jews are coming back. You know, the world's aligned between us and the rest of the world. So we're living
Wow,
really historic times. Really, it's really happening, right? So you want to be part of this whole experience, this historic time.
beautiful. Should we be worried, or how do we prepare? That's one thing I didn't ask you. How do we prepare for these times?
You know, when one of my great teachers in my life is a fellow by the name of George Rohr. So I mean, every Chabad campus is built by George Rohr, the Rohr family. Every Chabad house in Russia and Kazakhstan. One of my great great mentors. So when COVID started, I called up his sister who lives in my neighborhood, Evelyn, and I said, "Your father's a survivor. Went from Berlin to Switzerland to France to both evil in the world because of you people." He goes, "I'm a lawyer."
Wow,
He goes, "I don't know if all the evil, but my grandfather said to kill Jews." So I said, "Okay, Torja, spasiba. Thank you for sharing." I'm like, what's gonna happen here? And I'm watching these two guys. So then all of a sudden I said, let me kind of change the conversation. And I went, my family are from Lvov, and they're translating, even though they're drunk, they're coherent. And he says, my family's from Lvov. And now he starts hugging me, and he smells like, I can't even tell you, like a that smell. But it's better that he was hugging me. And if you know anything about Ukraine, where Lviv, it's the Western Ukraine. It's very nationalistic, very nationalistic. The East is more Russian file, more Russian. Anyway, so now I'm from his home city, and he's hugging me. And now comes the deep thing. He says, "I'm very sad." "Why are you sad, Alex?" And that's translating. "My grandmother died." So I don't know if you know, but Russians have a very, very unique relationship with their grandparents, especially their grandmother. Right. So my grandmother was like my best friend, whatever. So my grandmother died. I said, "Oh, I'm sorry." So he goes, "You don't understand." Why? Because on her deathbed, she told me that she was a Jew. And now
wow.
I said, "Well, this is not so simple. This is not Pashut." And my friend, I still have a black scar on my arm. My friend already sees where this is going, and he says, don't. So I said, if I'm going to die, I don't want to die. But what would represent Esther Young